So we open the episode with Simone and Quad having a dinner, and she's actually on time. Man, they ain't gonna let go of calling this Toya's rental house. And I guess neither will the actual owner. So Cone Tessa drops by Toya's. And so they talk about how Eugene ain't happy. He ain't happy because Toya's spending all his money. But then we get to how Heavenly insults him. Heavenly, your man is just as mealy-mouthed and henpecked as Eugene. Heifer, please. So Toya and Cone Tessa want to pull an intervention on Heavenly so she'll stop talking about them on YouTube. Good luck. That's a good check. So she calls Simone and get her in on it. Y'all really gonna think you can get Heavenly to admit she's wrong? You'll get her to admit she's a moose before that. Okay, we don't really care you gotta tell your kids that the nanny ain't coming back, Anila. Y'all are just reaching for a plot line. Miss Gomez don't give a crap about them kids. You could hear it in the way she said, I'm not coming back. You ain't getting a postcard, a FaceTime, a frozen tray of pinto beans. You ain't getting nothing. I don't like a pinto. She liked them kids, but she ready to go. That heifer ain't have a tear to shed. Not a tear to shed. So Eugene gotta work more shifts to keep the director income up, aka to keep Toya in Gucci and gold. So Eugene is burnt out after the Vivi. I could see why. Meanwhile, across town, Simone and Kids Force Whitmore meet with Omarosa. Why? How can she help? She knows about reality TV. I wouldn't really call her an authoress, in the words of Maya Denise Wilkes. She had a bestseller because she was on reality TV. She had the best commercials. What you need is a book strategist, a publisher. The way Omarosa said, wait, y'all giving advice? I think Simone would come out with the cookbook before giving advice, and you know she can't cook. So it's the night of Hefferly's intervention, and I don't know why Cone Tessa wanted to wear this wig, but it's cute, it bounces and behaves, not like Hefferly's stiff crap. Child, Cone Tessa having them hide the phones, hide their wives. Anila looks nice again. She's the second to arrive, and Toya asks her for her phone. Ooh, child, Quad said, I'ma leave before I give you my phone. Jackie said, I'm actually a doctor. I ain't got time for the bull. Cone Tessa gets everybody in the theater room and lets them know we about to intervene on Hefferly's behalf. So Anila ain't really here for it, but girl, you need a plot line. You better hope something interesting happens and you can interject. Toya said, well, you know what? She could call this an ambush, but we could call her channel an ambush. What's good for the goose is good for the moose. Oh, so the movie they're watching is Hefferly's Greatest Hits. Oh, Anila is upset because Anila be on Hefferly's show, so she's helping enable. Okay, all right, at least you found your happy ass a plot line. So Hefferly is just laughing and giggling at her roast and reads, and Contessa finally gets up and she gonna say, so this is what you doing now? You showing it to everybody? Now Heifer, now sis, you put this out. And I also peep how Quad loaded Heavenly's rum and coke with some extra hen. So Quad even mad at her because she went in on Quad. So she gets in on her. You know, I'm not running. I'm just saying, you could have told me. I meant every word I said. Toya said, you've been doing this for years and you're trifling for it. And she right. She right. You do need to stay out of their marriages and worry about your own. But Toya, you've been waiting too long to go in on Hefferly, and now you getting her real riled. Ooh. Hefferly said, they said your husband said he was the worst decision he ever made. And Quad's looking like, ooh, I think Quad was the one who said it. Heavenly said it was funny. Toya angry, now Contessa crying, but it wasn't funny. But your husband's lack of lip is worth a laugh. Ha 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 ha. You gonna wait 5 years to do this to me on camera, Tess? Now, when did you start calling Cone Tessa Tess? Lord, they bumping chests like excited lesbians. Now, Cone Tessa, Heavenly didn't necessarily put it out there, but she did make it funny. But yeah, you said, I don't know Scotch cheap. To her and Giselle's next, as well as the rest of the world. Oh, see, I was right about Cone Tessa. I wasn't cool last year, and this year I ain't talking about that shit. Talk about your shit. Ooh, even Jackie getting on Heavenly. Stop slinging the dirt negativity right now. Heavenly says Simone's a flip-flopper. She said, I've been like this for a minute. So Hefferly leaves, and everybody's like, well, we knew this wasn't going to work. But I think maybe embarrassing her a bit ain't going to work because she Hefferly. And a moose never changes their antler. But let's watch what happens live with Kiki Palmer. Ooh, next episode, the Miz is going to get into it. But Kieran, none of you husbands are prizes. Like, Damon, you're a henpecked heifer. Eugene, you have no backbone. Curtis will cheat, and Cecil will waste your money. And you let Anila burn through your money too, so you know what? I don't need none of you. Actually, maybe I do need a husband whose money I could burn through. Kandi, I love this outfit. For once, you don't look cheap. Oh, Lord, they done started singing legs and hips and body, boom, 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 boom. Oh, Kandi said Drew threw several different dog bones at the barking heifer. I respect the fact that Drew packed the dog bones and brought them from home because it at least made it interesting. Hell, she helping her out. She could have just ignored her. Oh! Kiki said, why is Sheree investing in pipe dreams? Child, the second they started talking about them yoni baths, Kandi was like, oh yes, at the J. Jules spa. I guess you go once a week. People are asking for a Kiki Kandi acting or music collab. I could see them in the studio or on TV, but Kandi wants to do Broadway. I don't know if her acting prowess is there yet. Broadway requires prowess. Now, Kiki, you done been there and done that. Kandi, we'll see. We asking Kandi shady questions. The first one is how much of Mama Joyce's life is provided by the Bank of Kandi. I don't think that's shady. Kandi should have said all. I bought my mama houses and restaurants. Like, why wouldn't you? Who serves the worst snacks at her events? I would say Kenya, because she's the most selfish. Or Sheree, because she's the cheapest. Oop, Sanya, inexperienced. Kandi says we might see She by Sheree. We might see Martell too, who knows? I mean, it's the 2020s. Anything could happen. The way Kiki will shade you. She said, oh, well, Leah Michelle is a great singer. So whatever she could show off all that, good for her. There was an undertone of shade there. I felt, oh my God. They got them playing Password. She by Sheree came up. Kiki said, waiting on it. Kandi got it like that. This was such a fun episode to watch. Oh my God, I love them. I really do. I want to see them do something together. Kiki could coach her. All right, well, that was the show. So I'm going to see you soon for something.